Yeah, I should have been feeding this colony more. It's a split I made about a month or so ago, and I only started feeding them a couple of weeks ago. But I should have fed them right out of the gate. But now they're making burr comb where I don't want comb, which is what, well, that's the definition of burr comb. Splinky dinky. Do 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 do. Let's get rid of that comb. And let's give them let's just take a quick look though, see what they're doing. Boom. Oh, look at that brood. Nice, 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 nice. Oh yeah, baby. And this side is full of brood. So she's off to the races. Very nice. So let's give them another box. I'm not going to pull up the brood because I think, well, I suppose I could as well. Yeah, sure, why not? I wasn't going to pull up the brood because it's getting late in the season, and the brood is naturally going to go down. See if I can spot the queen. I don't think she's on this, but she's laid this whole other side. It's just packed with fresh brood. Really nice. Really nice. So that's it. I'm gonna give them a new box. I'm gonna put that one frame of brood right smack in the middle. And then I'm gonna give them a feeder. Most of my hives are full of drawn comb, so they don't have to make any comb, but I'm gonna throw some blanks in there just to see what they do. But I have enough drawn comb that I don't have to worry about that too much. So I've got that frame of brood right smack in the middle, so they shouldn't get cold. And that brood will entice the bees to come up to the top of this box and start working it. And again, lots of drawn comb going in there. So all they gotta do is just tidy up those frames and the queen will start laying in them. So good things. Then I put her back up. So this is a frame right here of brood, and I will scrape this burr comb away. I don't want that on my messing up my stuff, pushing away, squishing bees and things like that. And now I'm gonna get a feeder. Actually, hold on. I'm just gonna pull this inner cover off completely. Bye-bye. And I put this feeder on. Gotta say, I'm really impressed with this feeder. It's called a Ciracel. Nice feeder. Alright, and I'm gonna put syrup in that. Fill it right to the top. I don't know how much it holds. I think it holds, I don't know, probably 8 or 9, maybe 10 liters. And there's all the burr comb that I just scraped off. And they do tend to make a lot of burr comb when they've got an excess amount of syrup coming in. Just this free-flowing nectar is what that is to them. And so that'll happen. So I'm going to fill up that feeder soon. And I'll put just maybe a tablespoon of cider vinegar or just regular vinegar to affect the pH so it doesn't go moldy quickly. And these guys, see, this feeder went empty. And rule number 1, which I just broke, when you're building up a colony or building up a nuke, never let the feeder run dry. Top it up, but don't let it run dry. And if you do that, you're going to be okay. You should be okay. And there's a whole lot of reasons for that. Alright, these bees do not need another box. They're not as strong as this other colony. This one right next to them has been strong all along, and I could have taken that frame of cap brood that's old and ready to blow, and I could have put it in this hive, but I didn't think of it. So I'm not backing up now, I'm just going to live with it. But still, look at that, right? There's some cap brood right there, and it's all this stuff that has emerged, and it's all fresh brood. Yeah, so still, this one's okay. Oh yeah, and the next frame is capped, so it's full of cap brood, ready to blow. So they don't need a box yet, but they're close. And I can kind of tell because they're just not building the burr comb like the other bees are. They're making use of that syrup, not just building comb. So anyway, that's my theory. I will continue to give them syrup from this small feeder. They don't need a whole lot at once right now. And I'll probably once that brood emerges, I'll probably give them another box. But right now they're not filling. Basically I go by how many bees I see on the frame. If I open up to that box and every frame is packed with bees, then they're ready for another box. Very generally, that's what it is. If I don't have time to fart around, I just go by the number of bees. I don't count brood, nothing. I just say, oh, lots of bees. Lots of worker bees anyway. We're good to go. So, oh, whoops! I got this one backwards. Where do I? Oh, this is the inner cover from the other hive. I knew something was wrong. So I'll be back in a minute to fill that up, and basically we're done. So here's some syrup I just mixed up. I try to mix it up and then leave it around for a while just to make sure that the sugar is completely dissolved. I'm just assuming it is, but usually it's good to do this a day before. And I just dropped in some anise extract. Makes it taste like licorice. It makes it's basically an attractant for the bees. They'll suck it up quicker, a lot quicker. And the only thing when using syrup, or especially syrup spiked with some kind of essential oil or anise, if you spill that stuff on the ground near the hives, they're going to go bonkers. It's going to trigger a robbing frenzy. The bees are going to get really aggressive towards each other. It's just going to be a mayhem. And if that happens, you got to close up your entrances, just reduce your entrances as small as possible, and so that they can't get into the hives and start robbing out all their honey and going nuts. So that's the only downside to that.